So this August 15th, we celebrate, or really commiserate, the 50-year anniversary of the dollar as a fiat currency. And I plan to go on a 50-hour fast, which would make it one of the longest fasts I ever do in my lifetime, to commiserate what happened 50 years ago. I thought I would make a remark about fasting because I've been doing it for in earnest for a year and a half, a little bit over a year and a half now. It was one of my goals for 2020 was to normalize my relationship with food. When I started fasting in early 2020, you got to remember we were still going to the office, we were still going to the gym, we were still going to public venues. One of the things that would trip me off is to see other people eating, right? Even if it wasn't food that I like to eat, just the act of eating. I have coworkers who love to stuff their face really aggressively, right? And I would have trouble with that, and it caused a lot of workplace strife. But you know what? Recently, I haven't had too much trouble with that. One thing I've noticed to do is to pay close attention to the person actually eating and ask yourself if that person really is enjoying stuffing their face. Too often, when I see somebody really stuffing their face, right? A lot of times, these people aren't even happy about the fact that they're eating. Notice how they're only happy when they're eating it subconsciously, right? The moment they become aware of what they're eating, right? The moment you try to distract them and not allow them to finish, right? So I'm a professor. Imagine I go up to my colleague at his office and knock on his door and say, hey, I want to talk to you about that paper you're writing, and he has to put down his meal. Notice how he instantly becomes self-conscious of how much he's eating, and almost a guilt kind of situation, right? Notice how at the grocery store, and especially this past year and a half, when somebody who's overweight goes to the store, their favorite food is out, notice how they instantly become self-aware of what they're doing to themselves and how unhappy they are. Do you want to be that person? Personally, I'd rather be aware of what I'm doing and be happy about and confident about it, right? And once you notice, oh my God, fasting is so much easier, right? You get a food craving, you think to yourself, yeah, I might want that food right now, but how do I feel about that overall package of not being happy with what I'm eating and being aware of what I'm eating, and more importantly, not having control of what I eat and when I eat it and how much I eat? Do you really want to be that person?